What's up, guys? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking on the video today. It's a week 64 update of my keto transformation journey. And if you're new here and like to see videos like this on how I changed my life from morbidly obese to a healthy weight, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And if you find something in this video that just hits home, please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, coworkers, whatever the heck, anybody who you think could be inspired by this video. The second thing I want to say is I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a healthcare expert, I'm not a health coach, I'm not giving any advice on this channel. This channel and this video is based on my own experience losing over 120 pounds with a ketogenic lifestyle, intermittent fasting, and some few like carnivore, ketovore little stuff sprinkled in along the way. And then also my advice on what worked for me and what did not work for me and being accountable. So that's the intent of my videos. So I'm sorry, I know a lot of you post medical questions down below and I can't answer that, I'm sorry. You gotta do your own research and talk to your own doctor. And the last thing is, this video is sponsored by Perfect Keto. Huge thank you to Perfect Keto for sponsoring this video. It allows me to keep this channel not focused on products and just talk about the stuff that I love. By them sponsoring this video, it helps me create this content and keep inspiring and letting this channel grow. So I will give you a promo what I have coming up in a few. So let's dive into a week 64 update. Okay, so week 64 is not a huge difference because it's only been 2 days since I kind of gave you an update. I have been doing an alternate day fasting schedule for the month of April and gave like a heads up. This is what the results were on Friday. So obviously it's only Monday. It's not been that long since I gave you that update. So we're not going to touch too much about the weight part. I'm still 189, which is a victory because I got through a whole weekend without any weight gain, which is huge because weekends are hard. And I finally found a way to control the weekends, and that is using alternate day fasting. So if you haven't seen any of the alternate day fasting videos, I will post them here and you can watch exactly what I'm doing. And my schedule for May is literally every other day alternate day fasting with 2 exceptions. When I made the calendar, I didn't realize what day Mother's Day is. I know, it's this crazy time right now. So on Mother's Day, which is this weekend, I had it originally scheduled as a fasting day. Mama's gonna have food on on Mother's Day. So I'm not positive if I'm gonna just switch the 2 days or I'll just have a relaxing weekend and eat on Mother's Day. But either way, that will be one I'll just decide on the fly. But my schedule is every other day I'm fasting and then eating keto on the non-fasting days or my eat days. So anyways, I will continue on with that, but I've officially lost 10 pounds by switching to alternate day fasting, which was basically just changing my fasting schedule. And then eating ketogenic diet or lifestyle around that. So I feel great. I feel way more in control and I see the difference on my body from doing that. So on to the next one. I'm declaring a 10-pound goal to lose this month. So by May 31st, or I should say June 1st, my goal is to be down 10 more pounds, which would bring me to 179. It's so weird to even say that number. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff. I have a keto banana bread recipe that I'm going to share with you, and you're like, bananas aren't allowed. Correct. Well, one misnomer, there is no such thing as a keto food. Stop saying there's keto foods. There's no such thing. Keto is a metabolic state. Go hop over to Google and do your research. You will see keto is not a food. Keto is a metabolic state. Now, using common sense, there are foods that are more friendly to a ketogenic state, but there's no such thing as a keto food. With that being said, still not a problem because I'm using banana extract in this recipe. And I also have another secret ingredient in it. This is just a great banana bread recipe that you can do in a bread loaf pan or as little mini cupcakes, or muffins, not cupcakes. So anyways, my main topic for today's week 64 keto transformation is a topic that I'm asked about a lot. So I thought it'd be a good time to make this video. Collagen. Collagen, collagen, collagen. You hear, if you are a fan of my channel, you know I talk about collagen until I found out about it. I think I was like, maybe like 4 or 5 months into my journey when I was like, what's this collagen thing? So quickly, if you're not new here or you haven't seen all those videos, when I started my journey, I was 309 pounds. I knew I had a goal. I wanted to lose like 140 pounds, which I still have that goal. And I'm down 120 of them. But then I tweaked the goal weight and, so now I'm down, I want my goal weight to be 175. Well, if you weigh 309 pounds and you lose, you lose all this weight and you get down to 175, you're going to have excess skin. Now, I'm not somebody who really frets too much about excess skin. Like, I've just never been that girl that's like that caught up in her appearance. If anything, I was always the hide in the corner type girl. So it wasn't like I was gonna say, once I get to my goal weight, I'm gonna have this tummy tuck and all this other thing. I was never that girl. My thought process was, once I get to my goal weight, and if I'm having rashes or something wrong, then I would consider a tummy tuck. But if I get to my goal weight and the damage, what I look like afterwards is something I'm cool with, I'm just gonna proceed as is, So my goal was never to be, my goal was to always work with what I have and try to just give it the best opportunity to snap back once I lose the weight. So about 4 months into my journey, I think, Perfect Keto contacted me and told me about collagen, and I was like, what in the heck is this collagen thing? And so I was like, hey, I'll try it. So I have been using collagen since then. I want to say it took me a month of regularly taking collagen every single day, religiously, in my coffee, and I wanted to see what I would feel, what my results were. At that time, I was approaching like a 50 to a 60 pound loss, and I started losing hair. I knew that skin was a part of the journey, and collagen was supposed to help support that. And I knew that as someone who's getting older, I'm 37 years old, my skin, I want it to look good, I don't want to look like a wrinkly mess. And then after you age and then you lose a bunch of weight, hey, I was all ears. So after a month, and then the most important thing I read that kind of caught my eye and I was skeptical about was I had injured my shoulder at this point like 3 years ago now. I went through physical therapy. I've had the shots. I forget what the steroid shot was called. I had all kinds of therapy and nothing really was fixing it. The issue that I was having was called impingement. And it was where I was compensating because certain motions hurt my shoulder. So I'd compensate and do it or I'd use my left arm and it would just make it worse and worse and worse. So even after all the physical therapy, it was just hurting so bad. But I was not about to do any surgery or anything like that. I'm too busy to entertain that at this point in my life. So I was dealing with the pain every day. After a month on collagen, the pain had gone away. And that was the first thing that I was like, dang, something is new. like what's going on here? So I personally take collagen for a couple reasons. The first one being, I have zero pain in my shoulder to this day, and it allowed my body to heal itself and to use use that shoulder as it's supposed to, instead of doing other ways to, just pouring a cup of coffee would hurt my shoulder. So the biggest improvement was my shoulder hasn't hurt since probably month 6-ish of my journey. Zero pain, and I have full use of that shoulder again. So joint issues, ligament issues, all of that is the number one reason why I was sold on collagen. The second reason is I am losing 140 pounds. I want all the help I can get because surgery really isn't an option for me unless it's medically necessary. So I wanted to look my best after I went with my magic wand and all the work I do on myself. I wanted to look my best skin-wise. I knew you don't just come back from losing 140 pounds and expect you to look like you did when you're a teenager. Like, that was unrealistic. However, I was gonna do my part with eating my protein at every meal for the day, never skimping on protein. I was also gonna do my collagen to help support the skin from inside, because all the creams and all that stuff you put topically doesn't touch anything. You wanna support from the inside. And 3, I really saw an improvement in my skin. Like, I feel at this point, I have very minimal excess skin. I am shocked that my skin looks as good as it does. And as somebody who's 37, aging, you know, I'm approaching 40, you know, things are gonna start sagging, and you know, and all this transition in my life. Collagen has been a huge part of and that's why I'm so strict about keeping collagen in my life. I will take collagen whether I'm a ketogenic diet or whatever. I will take collagen from this point forward regardless of my lifestyle. Not that I would ever change it because I love living a ketogenic lifestyle, but I'm saying collagen, repaired, all kinds of stuff. It's my personal testimony, and you can't take that from me. I can say my shoulder feels amazing. My skin feels really good. I feel everything looks great. I feel like I look better now than I did in my 20s. So whether you agree with it or not, doesn't bother me if you agree with that or not. I feel that way, and that's why I am such a huge proponent of collagen. I overall feel great. I'm 37 years old. I'm not getting any younger. We make less and less collagen as we age. So why would you not take collagen? It's very, very beneficial for your body to have the collagen. That's why we have it in the first place. So when I started this weight loss journey, my goal was never to get to my goal weight and have a tummy tuck so I could wear a bikini and look like I'm 20 again. That was never my goal. I know a lot of people are like, they love plastic surgery. I'm one of those people, I don't like plastic surgery. And my reason is, I'm high risk because I have a genetic heart defect. Anytime I go have any medical procedure done, I have to have all kinds of heart tests, and it's like, I have a genetic issue and it makes me high risk. Not that I would not survive surgery or something, but I am a higher risk than somebody that doesn't have a genetic heart defect. 2, I'm 37 years old. I got to wear the bikini when I was in my teens and 20s, and you know, I don't expect myself to look like that again. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm a mom now. I'm okay with not rocking the bod, and you know, at this point in my life. I have different priorities. The third thing is, it costs too dang much. I can't afford a tummy tuck. I can't afford all that. I mean, I have school loans still. Or my husband's school loans for all his degrees. I think we're gonna die with school loan debt. We're gonna pay them forever. Our money goes to paying school loans. I don't have money for surgery. And then the last thing is, if it was medically necessary where I did need something like some type of skin removal surgery, tummy tuck thing where it was medically necessary, okay. Well, then that's a different situation. But if I just want to look good in a body in a 2-piece or something, it was not a priority of mine. Does not mean that if it's not your priority that makes either one of us wrong. For me, it's not my priority, and that doesn't make either one of us bad. And I feel like I shouldn't have to answer that way, but seriously, don't chew me up about it, because I don't feel that way. I'm okay with the skin. I love the skin I'm in. But because I was so strict at taking my collagen, so strict at getting my fasting in, and so strict about ketogenic lifestyle, and the genetics, you know, can't really be strict about that. But that gave my skin the best opportunity to look its best and to snap back after I dropped this weight. And I will say, I am confidently want to say, and I will probably get chewed out, and I don't really care, but I'm going to say I feel great in the skin I'm in. I love the way it turned out. I don't feel at this point I need any type of surgery I have very minimal, like best case scenario, skin. And like I said, I can't tell you which one of those 4 things. I mean, I can't tell you which one did it, but all 4 of those players were at the party and showing up every day with me. So, and I'm going to say, if you want to look like this, those 4 things are what I did. And you should try. I know age has a huge difference. Age and genetics, I can't change that. But I am 37. It's not like I'm 20. I am nearly 40 years old. So age and genetics, collagen every freaking day and being so strict and not missing a beat, and ketogenic diet with intermittent fasting. That's what I did. So with all that being said, I will give you the Perfect Keto Special. This one is good Monday through Friday this week. And if you're catching this video after that, there'll be another coupon code Keto Rewind 15. That is my code year round. That's the one they've given to me. So that one will always work. But if you've caught this during the special, buy 5 items and get 35% off. So coupon code is here and also down below. Use that link and that code in there. Save some money. I recommend stocking up when there's a special like this, because it's not cheap. Quality collagen that's not from cows that live on a feedlot with really disgusting environments. That stuff's probably cheap. But if you want pasture-raised cows that are happy eating grass on a farm, Perfect Keto. And that's one of the reasons I'm loyal to them. I want a happy cow producing my collagen that I'm taking. So, and then the next thing is, what do I do? What's my daily routine? I cook with it and I drink it. And here's how. The first thing is, obviously, bone broth is the absolute best way to get collagen into your body. However, you can't always use bone broth every day, so you can also drink it in the form of a powdered form. And you see keto coffees all over the place. They always have a scoop of collagen. Well, I like the unflavored collagen, and that's because I like to use it in every type of recipe. It doesn't just go in my coffee, it also goes in my baked goods. You could try one of the flavored ones, but I like to sweeten stuff on my own. I'm not a fan of the sweetness level of those, but that's my personal taste. But a keto banana bread, it makes the texture fluffy and it just, it tastes great. So I always add it in my cookies, cakes, baked goods, ice creams, anything that you want a fluffy texture in. So that's why I do unflavored. And then the next thing is I have it in my coffee every single day. I look forward to my afternoon coffee. Even when I'm fasting, I put a scoop of collagen in my coffee. And although it's not my morning coffee, like first of the morning coffee, my afternoon coffee every single day contains unflavored collagen. So basically you can also put it in tea. You can put it in all kinds of smoothies. Like you can put it anywhere. It's tasteless and it dissolves. And that's speaking of Perfect Keto. You may find another brand locally at your store. I'm not speaking on that brand. I'm talking about Perfect Ketos. I know it dissolves and it's tasteless. So anyways, I'm gonna leave you with this keto banana bread. One other thing to add, the Perfect Keto protein bars also have collagen. So those are great ways to also find collagen or get it in your day. So let's start off with, how do you make keto banana bread? Here's a look at what you'll need. I'm doing parchment paper in a loaf pan, but you can use like a cupcake tin and make muffins if that's easier to portion out. Secret ingredient is going to be the banana extract with the collagen. And I don't know why I have the almond milk out. I don't use that in this recipe. But you'll need 4 eggs, room temperature, and 3/4 cup of butter. And then you're going to use a 1/2 cup of sugar. You can do 3/4 cup, but I found I like to undersweeten it. So that was a 1/2 cup of monk fruit. 1 teaspoon of banana extract. I will link the one I'm using below. I was not able to find it locally, so I had to buy it off of Amazon. But then here's another secret. I'm using lupin flour. So if you don't have lupin flour, you can use coconut flour in its place. And then a pinch of salt, almond flour, 2 scoops of unflavored perfect keto protein powder. You could do just one. It's just going to make a little moisture texture, but I like 2 scoops. And then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then you're going to just take your whisk and just incorporate that all together. So it's nice and mixed with the almond flour and the lupin flour and, you know, the powders and stuff. So add your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients, and using a hand mixer, combined it well. I used parchment paper just to make it easier to get it out of the loaf pan, and then a couple taps and it makes it settles to the bottom. I used a 1/4 cup of roughly chopped pecans. You can use any nut of your choice or omit it altogether. You know, throw chocolate chips on there, you know, whatever. And then I just gently pat them down so they're in there. And I'm using my air fryer at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. The baking time will depend whether you've made muffins or a loaf pan and all that. So just watch it. That was 35 minutes and to get it to look like this, which was perfect. But your oven may need more. So just one easy way to tell if it's done is stick a toothpick in the center and see if it comes clean. And then that's how you know it's done. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's the look of the finished product. Let me know if you're going to try this recipe or if you have any questions. If you want a printable recipe, go to KetoRewind.com. I will post the link in the description box as well. I will see you at the next video. I'm Jess. You're watching Keto Rewind. Bye-bye.